This heat, though, can really impact how we get around in the valley, especially with electric vehicles.
Studies show extreme heat, so we're talking temps over 95 degrees, can impact EV batteries. So Elena is in Tempe with what to watch out for if you are hitting the road this holiday weekend, which so many people are. Hey, is that that's not your Tesla, I don't think, Elena, behind you. It's a nice one, though.
That's really flattering, guys. No, this is not my Tesla, but it is a nice looking Tesla. But, you know, this is what we're talking about. We're starting to see a lot more Teslas out there and a lot of other lines of cars that have converted to EV, more Arizona drivers buying those cars. So when it comes to road trip season, especially in this Arizona heat, what do you guys need to know? Well, that's why we're going to talk to Glen here, because I'm sure you have noticed too, he is certified to work on electric vehicles in his auto repair shop. Yes. What have you started to see more of now that more Arizonans are hitting the road with these electric cars?
Well, I think that there's issues with, you know, the air conditioner maybe not working as efficiently as it should, so we have to check duct temperatures, pressures in the AC system to make sure that those temperatures are adequate for fighting this heat.
Yeah, absolutely. So one thing that we were talking about is that, you know, it is road trip season. It is hot out there. This weekend specifically is hot, holiday season. What does the heat do to electric cars that maybe drivers should be aware of so that way they don't pull over on the side of the road?
Well, they have their own cooling system that cools not only the passengers but the battery as well. So that cooling system is working hard. And if it's not adequately cooling everything, if there's a leak somewhere in the system or it's not sufficiently charged or the fan control on the condenser or something isn't working properly, it can make those temperatures heat up in the car and you're going to lose your air conditioning and overheat the battery.
Oh my gosh, so that's kind of something to think about, especially for road trips. I don't think there's quite as many EV chargers just yet. So what would you emphasize to electric car drivers, especially if they're trying to take these on road trips in this heat?
Well, make sure that you map out where those charging stations are, and possibly you're going to have to expect to sit in line and wait for the others who are in front of you getting their cars charged. As more and more of these cars appear on the road, and there's not the infrastructure yet in our great country to be able to charge all those cars at one point, you know, it's something you have to consider as well.
Yeah, absolutely, Glenn. Thank you so much. So one thing that we also want to point out is that, you know, we know even in our newsroom, we have a lot of hybrid car users. Whitney, I'm talking about you. So coming up at 7, we're going to talk about some stuff you can do for your hybrid cars, because that can also really impact your engine, your battery. We're also going to talk about some things that you can do to maintain your electric car if you're like a Scott Passmore that owns a Tesla himself, because there are some maintenance things that are different from a regular car.
Yeah, I'm still driving the Toyota Prius, definitely.
You got back-to-back. You liked it so much you bought another one.
I did.
After your old one.
I did. It's a way to go.
Okay, good for you guys with the electric vehicles. All right, well...